What was the name of this road?
Ollie.
Ollie
Road.
Ollie Road. This is near Mammoth Cave National Park. We're on the other side of Houchins Ferry. Well, it used to be Houchins Ferry.
It's been years since we've been back here, so I hope I remember my way.
I think it was only one way. There was like a training station for rangers or something back here too, wasn't there?
It's a job corps.
Lincoln Trailhead. We're in a little town called Lincoln. We passed the Lincoln Volunteer Fire Department a few minutes ago. It's Mammoth Cave Horse Camp, straight ahead 2 miles. Land for sale, yeah. Noble Pine Campground.
Yeah, I'll just buy all of it. Pay cash for it. Yeah, cash.
I'd like $2.
That's like $1.50 if I take it.
And make a decent down payment. If we add $500,000 to it.
Wouldn't even buy the ink.
Wouldn't buy their mailbox. Wouldn't buy their mailbox. I don't know what the deal is. Can't buy property for less than $5,000 anymore. It's an outhouse. A little green pond.
Hey, no rather tubes.
Mules. No ATVs. Used to see people riding horses down through here sometimes.
Yeah, there's a riding stables and stuff along closer to where we're going. Once we get off the main road here. Sure he's pretty.
Place is abandoned. It's a shame there's so many homes that are just sitting empty out
Another
here.
one here.
It's pretty back here.
Vincent Cemetery. 2 cemeteries together, I guess.
Nifty. It's a cute little place.
Yeah. All the staples they got there now.
Mammoth Cave Horse Camp.
They really had it too bad.
Yep.
Oh, man, got this closed down there.
Not too. Person's hogging some land. Road. It's job quarters that way. We are now in Mammoth Cave National Park. There's a bunch of people on horses. Smells good back here. Trails. No horses beyond that point.
Yeah, their trails go off down in the woods right there.
I love Mammoth Cave National Park. It's such a nice woodsy place to go.
So, I don't know, I didn't read the article, but I seen an article that there was a bill introduced to actually broaden the boundaries of Mammoth Cave. I don't know which directions.
I wonder how that would work.
No. Said I seen the article, but I didn't read it. Funeral or a picnic.
Might be a homecoming. Yes, a lot of people. It's probably a homecoming.
Yeah, I see food and stuff. People sitting in chairs.
Jagger Cemetery. Old-fashioned homecoming going on here today. Celebrating family. We've got one in a couple weeks, don't we? Next week.
18th, whatever that
I think that's next week. Oof. Tomorrow's Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, all you mothers that's watching. This is probably something a lot of people don't see. Long road roads.
though it's within the confines of a national park, I think people can still get buried in these cemeteries. Then you got a big old truck. Goodness.
Thank you. A little flooded here a little bit.
I don't want to hold this outside the window because I feel like it's going to get a lot of wind.
The truck we are currently in is a retired Kentucky Fish and Wildlife truck, also known as a game warden truck. So I'm sure it's probably been places like this before.
I guess they use this type of truck specifically because it's good at navigating roadway like this, right?
More than likely. So this is a 3/4 ton truck. Don't know why they have 3/4 ton. All they pull is a boat. But I'm not complaining. I got a good deal. Low miles, man. The rattle you hear is because there's no spare tire hanging down there, so the cable is just clanging. I need to put a spare tire in there. Tighten that thing up.
Yeah, it's always important to have a spare tire. Who needs roller coasters when you have state parks? Pretty much all the trees have their leaves on them now. It's, what is it, May 10th? May 10th, 2025. Springtime in Kentucky. This is one of mine and Eddie's favorite places to drive, but like he said, we've not been back here in a couple of years. We've been busy beavers. We've not gotten to go drive as much as we used to, but it's a beautiful day.
Yeah, this day started off, we were going to go fishing, which we did for an hour and a half. And we still might when we get down to the river if it's not too. The river is up. I just don't know how much.
Yeah, we didn't catch nothing. Something stole my worm.
I seen a turtle swimming around. Probably like that
fed a turtle today. There's a sinkhole. Lots of those around here. Kentucky has probably got more sinkholes than any other state. We have a lot of very rural, deciduous tree area. Lots of caves under the land.
Cave country.
See a bear.
Never know in these parts.
Could see a bear or some deer or a squirrel. Lots of
Sasquatch.
birds.
Who knows?
Apologize for the glare on the windshield. Windshield's dirty and the sun's hitting it.
Yeah, lots of blood guts.
We have very strange weather in Kentucky. It's hard to keep a vehicle clean.
Especially when you don't wash it. I do clean the windshield every once in a while. As far as washing the truck, just let the rain do that. I'm just gonna get it dirty again.
Well, you know, I feel like a nice little thin dirt layer is kind of protective of the paint finish. Because if you just keep washing it, you're going to wear away at that clear coat. But if you have a nice dusty coat on there, it's going to help protect your clear coat. Don't you agree?
Sure. I'll go with that.
It's part of country living, man. Us country folk got it all figured out. pretty tree. Right, Raggy. There's a branch, Eddie's gonna.
Keep the arm inside because I can't get in the ditch.
Here it comes. Ow! That hurt. I got attacked. Oh, that tree fell.
Tree fall down, go boom. It's a good thing I'm not a game warden. This truck's so noisy, I couldn't sneak up on nobody.
How often the rangers drive through here to check for fallen trees. There's an awful lot of fallen trees.
As long as they're not on the road. Or if they are on the road, they just cut it off. No, they just let it be. And it's illegal for us to stop and get out and get anything off the road.
Is it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, there went my cap.
Huh?
I lost my cap.
Means you gotta drink your stuff.
We're fueling up today. I'm drinking one of these. He's drinking one of those.
And I've already had 5 of these. Or 6.
Yep, that's a
Gatlinburg.
yeah. That's a mug, handmade mug that we got from Ale Wine Pottery in the Glades Arts and Crafts community in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
So got the year on that one?
No, it has the artist's initials, LS. He's actually got one that was made by Robert Alewine. He's the guy who started it. Very nice place, and they make really good quality stuff. We've got a few mugs from there we've gotten over the years, but they were expensive 15, 20 years ago, and they're like 3 times as expensive now, so we no longer buy those mugs. But the ones
still
that...
drinking out of the ones I bought.
Yeah, the ones that we bought are still holding up well.
Except for the one I dropped. My first one I dropped and shattered. Made me cry. My wife bought it for me.
What did you say?
I said, the very first one I got from there, I dropped it and broke it. I said, and that almost made me cry because my wife is the one that bought me that.
Well, your wife sounds like a very sweet lady.
She is. You ought to meet her.
Maybe
Oh,
it
you
wasn't
are her. She's my wife, my girlfriend, my best friend, my partner in crime.
I have it on recording. I have proof. You love me.
I did love you. Hey, sunshine, let's show you. We must be getting civilization. Wrong.
I'm really curious to see how high the Green River is.
I was just wondering if it's where I can even get to the turnaround spot. I might have to back up the hill.
Well, that cemetery was up on a hill, remember?
Yeah, I know. I'm going to the lake. I mean, the river go. I'm going fishing.
Are we going to stop at the cemetery? I would like to, yes. Kind of curious if there's any new
I think they've quit burying
areas. Still, it's neat. At this cemetery that we're kind of coming up on, we've seen snakes sunning themselves out on the tombstones. Trailhead. Temple Hill. Ow! Trailhead. You're only going like 10 miles an hour and
I know. And
15 miles less than the speed limit.
It still beats your brains out.
Yeah, if anybody ever decides to come drive through here, we recommend going slower than the posted speed limits. But here's a nice little sitting area. Oh, we should bring lunch over here and have picnic lunch one day. They have concrete tables. You know, I didn't realize this road is so long.
I did. Rough too, man. Yeah, they don't like grade it and keep it passable. They keep the trees out of the road, and that's about it.
This kind of reminds me of the drive to one of my students' homes. It's got like a road that goes to it that is gravel. It has great big divots like this. It's hard to maneuver in a minivan. Whoa, look at that. I'm going to pause this for just a second. Alright, I just paused for a second. But
They've not hugged the cemetery yet.
we're coming up on this cemetery that I really like. Ugh. I like that. I remember that being bigger though. Of course, that was huge for back then when they put that. Yeah, it's not been mowed. It don't look like it's been mowed this year at all. Temple Hill Cemetery.
Wouldn't recommend walking through with it not being mowed. You do know there's rattlesnakes in here too, right?
Rattlesnakes?
I guess I'll take the keys. I don't think nobody will steal the truck here, but you know.
Yeah. I'll look for rattlesnakes, but I'm gonna walk over here. I'll take a stick with me. Okay? See, I got a big stick. See? Whew, look how big it is. If I see a rattler, I'll just whop them upside the head. I've never come up on a rattlesnake before. However, I have seen copperheads and black racers and garden snakes and rat snakes, lots of rat snakes and corn snakes. And I did have a copperhead. What?
Don't forget about ticks.
Oh yeah, we got lots of ticks in Kentucky too. Look at all the pretty wildflowers. I'm gonna have to take a picture of that. It's pretty. All kinds of these little purple flowers. You have to watch for poison oak and poison ivy. At one point, somebody had some daffodils out here that have already bloomed. So we have babies. This one is last name of Coleman. This is Gracie Marie. Lived from March 10th to April 12th, 1923. Parents were Barney and Gladys. This was December 10th, 1923. lived for one day. So it was September 19th, 1924, lived for one day. And this one, July 11th, 1935. No, 1925. Wow, so all four of these kiddos, basically, they had them back to back, and all the babies died fairly quickly. Wow. It's sad. That one is covered in flowers. I don't want to get out into the flowers and these higher grasses and near the woods because, as you have seen on the video so far, this is a very rural area. And I don't want to get into a snake pit. Because, you know, that's just not fun. Here's Reverend James and Nan Webb. One died 1922, the other 1938. Some May apples out here. Got a Cox, Virginia May Cox. Passed away in 1931. This one had broken and has been repaired. Alpha Webb. Died 1929. Noah Webb, 1917. There's a lot of infants that died here. Excuse me. There's lots of old tombstones. A lot of them are so old you can no longer read them. A lot of these families are Webbs. Lawrence Webb died 1905. A lot of people with the last name of Rich right through here. These little small ones say Rich. There's some newer graves out here. There's an Elmore, 1928. Poteet, 1907. Denham, 1926. It was a year old. Lashley. what all that black stuff is. Might be a fungus. Elmores. Doesn't look like anyone's visited this cemetery in quite a while. There's a parsley. So this big one here is a Houchin family. John Houchin. I believe they are who Houchin's Ferry is named after. We have some parsleys. 46 when he passed. That one was 60. People did not live long back then. 1857 to 1929. They were like in their 60s. Very young. And some webs. Clarks. Blantons. This cemetery is in the middle of the national park, and it's just about a mile from Green River. Ant Hill. It might be a termite hill. Okay, I'm going to pause this for a few so I can look for snakes.